Hey folks, I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to be working with the disk trays from a Dell T7820 Precision Workstation. It's a flexible disk tray, right? So it allows for 2.5-inch disc like this Optane disk here, right? Or the 3.5-inch disc like this Hitachi 3 terabyte SATA disk, right? It allows you to plug in both drives, but as you can see, it's a little bit different. So let's pull it up here and get a good look at it. First off, you might notice those bright blue tabs that help with mounting the disk. They're there. And then also you might notice that blocker in the middle there. That's to allow you to mount the 2.5-inch disk like so, right? It goes right in here, and voila, it fits really well. But there's no tabs for it, and all the tabs are messed up. So that's what we're going to be talking about is, where do I position these blue tabs? And if I want to put a larger drive in here, like this 3.5-inch drive over here, how do I get this out? So let's start with the 2.5-inch first. Okay, so let's start working on how to mount a 2.5-inch disk like this Intel Optane disk here, right? The first thing you're going to want to do is you have to reposition these blue tabs here. Now these help hold the drive in, but they're not in the optimal position for the 2.5. This one has to move here, and this one has to move here. The way you get these out is pretty simple. Just get a tool like this screwdriver here, and when you push on them just a little bit, they kind of pop out, and there they are. Right, these little blue tabs right there that you can see, they're not very big. Then all I got to do is get this first one here, and what we want to do is get it into position, right, and just kind of push it into place. Come on, you get in there. And there it goes. Okay, so we got the first one into position. Now we just need to move this next one over. A little pressure, not too hard. Okay, and then we get it into position here, which is that hole right there we're going for. And you just kind of push them in. There's no real trick. Now, the other part is we got to get these two back blue tabs that are right here and here into the 2.5-inch position. So again, we just, a little pressure, they come right out. Okay, a little pressure, it comes right out. Once they're out, again, all we got to do is get them into position here. Okay. Okay, there's the first one in, and then the second one goes right here. So let's get that guy in. Okay, now they're in position. They're right for this drive. So we just simply put the drive in this way first. Aligning, what you're trying to do is align those two holes right there, right, into those blue tabs. Okay, in they go. Okay, let's bring the drive down just a little bit. Get him in there. Just got to get it aligned. And then you have to do the other side. So this side I have found, as you're kind of lifting this up, right, this side's a little more flexible. It has a cutout right here. It allows more flex. And that's also good when you're doing the larger drives, the 3.5-inch drives, right? So it has a little more flex. So you can kind of bend it out a little bit more to try to get those tabs to kind of line up. Now, one other thing I've also noticed is on the back side of this, if you notice, there's two cutouts right here, this one and this one. It comes in really handy because what's happening is as you're flexing this out to try to get these into the holes, these blue tabs come unseated, right? So no matter how hard you push them in, they're going to come back out. But with this access hole here, what I'm able to do is actually put just a little bit of pressure on it, right? And that helps me get past it and in, right? And same on this one here too. I'm able to put just a little bit of pressure right here on the blue tab as I go around, right? And it goes around a little bit easier that way. Sometimes I can actually push the blue piece, the little stud, right, that sticks out. And then once you've got those four in, you're done. This one's ready to go for a 3.5-inch drive. So let's work on the, the 2.5-inch drive. And let's work on the 3.5-inch drive now. Okay, so this is a carrier right now that has the adapter plate removed. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to get the adapter plate in and out because it's going to come in handy. Sometimes you're not going to want this in because you're going to want to run the big, 3.5-inch drives, and sometimes you're going to want it in because you want the 2.5-inch drives. But this thing can be a little tricky. There's a couple key things to notice on this guy here. It has this indentation right here, right, on both sides. It goes all the way across here and all the way across the front here. That's where these tabs right here actually fit into place. And by moving these tabs kind of with your fingers from behind, you can kind of work them in and out, and it becomes a lot easier to work with this piece, right? So let's go ahead and insert it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in like this, right? Okay. I'm going to make sure that this side is in, which it is. They all line up nicely. Now I'm going to push up a little bit on these tabs to kind of click them into place as they're coming up. There it goes. They're almost all in. Good. One more right there on the corner. And this guy at the bottom. Bingo. So once it's in that position, now it's just a matter of just laying this back down and it's in. Super easy that way, right? So let's get it out. Now you've got one that is out. And the first time you do this with it, it might be really tight, right? So basically just kind of move it forward and push these tabs up. You don't have to do anything to these tabs right now because they're locked into place. They're kind of like leverage almost. So we're going to move this forward, okay? And as we do, I'm pushing up on just these tabs from underneath. As it comes forward, they come out, and out it goes. Easy peasy, right? Took a little while to figure that out. Their instructions, which are right here, are pretty bad. But just kind of use it. The trick is to kind of use your fingers in the back and kind of work this piece right here, kind of bending this in and out, and you'll kind of get the hang of it. Now with this out of the way, we can get the 3.5-inch drive, and that's very similar to the 2.5-inch drive that we installed. So let's throw this guy in here. So again, you're lining these holes right here to the pins that go right in here. Right? So we'll start with this side first. I always start with this side first because, again, remember, this is the side that's flexible. It's got that cutaway right here and gives me a little bit more flex to get the pins in, right? So let's go with this side here first. Okay. That was lucky. Got them right in the first time. You can kind of see them from the back side. Make sure they're in, like right here. This one you can't really see very well, so you have to kind of inspect it from the top. And now we've got the other side. So now we pull the back side out. Okay, that one went in, and now we got the front side right here, and that one went in, and there it is. This 3.5-inch drive is ready to go. And folks, with that, that's how you're working with the drive trays for the 2.5-inch drives like the Optane here, and the 3.5-inch drives like this Hitachi 3 terabyte drive. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.